Okay, we have another question on microphone number 4. Welcome, Rita. You're another one of our stalwarts.
Thank you, Chairman. I've got Rita Mazuleski from Perth, item number 1.
Welcome, Rita.
I'll beat you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
I just want to say I arrived here on Sunday and was watching the TV in my hotel room, and I just want to express my condolences to all the Bondi victims' families, because it was just shocking to know that it happened a couple of miles up the street from where we were all sitting.
And sadly, as we speak, there are still people in hospital.
Yes. Thank you. I know, just for the record, we've kind of done questions in line with the notice of meeting, and it's been changed whilst we're here. So when people get up, I just want to ask if they ask questions under the wrong item number, it's because we've been told differently once we got here to address the items that you're showing up there. So there might be a little bit of confusion, so please bear with shareholders if that happens.
Go for it, Rita, and I'm going to encourage you to be brief because we absolutely do want to get to some of those other items.
I've come from Perth, and you're a very quick, fast person, and you process things quickly, as corporate people and the board should do. But I think you need to have a bit of patience with shareholders, because we're not all like you, and we don't operate like that. So if someone's talking, I just feel it's been a bit unfair to ask someone to hurry up. So I've come from Perth.
My role is to chair the meeting and make sure everyone gets a say.
Well, chairing the meeting and bossing people to be quick is a little bit unfair. Sorry, Chair. It doesn't happen in other AGMs.
Well, let's get to your question, Rita.
All right. Firstly, Mr. Matos, it's not a question. I just want to say welcome. And I just wanted to touch on when the Chair said it was like recruiting a star soccer player when you were appointed. I just want to say my dad was a star soccer player, but he most certainly could not run a bank. So in regards to customer complaints, I'm excited that Mr. Matos, the CEO, and ANZ is taking a new direction to have a look at what's going on in the bank and what's not being addressed. As you know, there's a lot of long-standing customers that have issues, and for whatever reason, whether the bank doesn't understand, or in my case, the bank won't meet with me. Each case is different and should not be grouped into a long-standing group of cases that just gets wiped under the mat and ignored. They all need to be addressed so that the bank can move on, because they will not go away, and you know that. And they are significant to the bank and significant to all the issues that have been happening with the governance and risk failures. To touch on it, in regards to lending, the bank has ANZ has an application process where customers must sign an ANZ personal statement of financial position, and ANZ confirmed this through the Banking Royal Commission in 2017-18. The document states assets, liabilities and expenditure, and ANZ is required to provide financial services efficiently, honestly and fairly, as required with the licence under Section 912A of the Corporations Act. I've repeatedly advised ANZ, including the former CEO, the current CEO and yourself, Chair, and the board, that an ANZ manager filled out that form for me, and I've never completed, signed
Rita,
or filled out that statement.
Yeah,
it's to do with the process, Chair.
Okay, because we're consistent in saying we don't deal with individual customer complaints in the meeting.
Yes, well, this is about the process, because this is actually systemic.
Okay. Can you clarify the question then for us?
Yes, and you're pushing me, which I've asked not to happen. My ANZ case, which I won't go into, but overarching, had the ANZ break-free package, had Isanda Finance, had a loan, had internal fraud, misrepresentation and LIBOR manipulation, amongst other things. This has caused a flawed internal dispute resolution process in ANZ, which is significant because you are relying on your own falsified information for many customers across the board for different products, and then making them go to AFCA based on your falsified
So,
information.
Rita, can I push you to clarify the question for us so we can answer it?
Okay. So my question is, given the significance of that document to responsible lending, fraud risk and financial and customer harm, what governance controls and independent review processes does the board rely on to ensure such matters are not dismissed or managed within the same business lines involved? And how does the board ensure itself that unauthorised completion and reliance on false customer financial information are independently assessed and escalated rather than closed or ignored, particularly where the customer continues to be exposed to ongoing financial and non-financial harm due to ANZ's continued failures?
Thank you, Rita, and I'll have a go at answering. There are a number of controls that exist when we're creating products. Those include reviews by our risk team and reviews by our legal team. As we deliver day to day, the board has supported a major investment in customer complaint technology so that every complaint is tracked from the moment it arrives. We're able to see its progress and we're able to get themes and escalations. Major disputes will often come to the attention of myself or the chief executive. There's also the AFCA process for people to raise complaints, which is an independent body that then brings them back to us. And then finally, I would say that in terms of ultimate issues, we also operate a very strong internal audit role, which does an audit review, and we have a whistleblower program whereby any whistleblower issue is automatically recorded and flagged, and the board reviews those on a regular basis, to the point at which we even interrogate specific issues and ask for more information where it's needed.
And that's, everything that you've said is fantastic, and it's an awesome process if it was applied. How can legal, AFCA or ANZ, internal audit or investigations, have a proper truthful investigation when it's relying on its own falsified information that its own staff filled out in paperwork customers has never seen to ensure that ANZ maximises its benefit? Based off of our asset that you put a stranglehold on and you use for financial transactions, and we can't use the benefit of our asset.
Rita, you've raised these issues before, and I know you've also raised them through other bodies.
Okay.
And so I said we're not going to comment on specific issues here, but thank you for your question.
But who can I speak to? Or given that you've got a new process that you now track, do legacy people have to now reapply with a new complaint to get a number in the system?
No.
Okay, well, no one will meet with me, so what do I do?
Well, I'm not going to comment on your specific case, but we do have the customer...
You don't have to, I'm asking about a meeting.
We do have the customer team here today, and we'll make sure that somebody there makes contact with you.
I've actually written to Mr Matos because you and the board and the previous CEO have failed me since 2018 and decided to take a stance to continue the ongoing financial harm instead of addressing my case.
And you are entitled to have your view of things, and we are entitled to have ours.
I've got the documentation that ANZ falsified.
Okay. Thank you for your
And the
input.
manager's name.
Thank you very much, Rita. Thank you. Let's move.